Hello, good morning and welcome to one of my walking films. Alright, I'm in the sea, but welcome to Costa del Morfa Bychan in North Wales. So today I'm going to do a walk up somewhere called Gest, which is basically 262 metres. A lot of people have asked me, because a lot of people come to stay around here. We're basically near Porthmadog, and there are a lot of holiday parks around here, particularly one called Green Acres, which a lot of people have stayed at. So a lot of folks have asked me if I could do a walk basically from this area up to Gest. So I will look forward to I don't really want to get out of the sea at the moment. Anyway, I hope you'll enjoy coming with me up to Gest because there's some stunning views. Right, basically we're going to start the walk at a place called Beach Road, which is marked out with a grey hut and there's some signs. There's also a toilet facility there as well. It was the old way on to the beach, but as I say, just for a point of reference, as I say, that's where I'm going to start. So it's about 1 kilometre or so from Green Acres on the beach to this point, and basically we're going to go off to our right. Now there's dunes actually all along the back of Black Rock Sands, which are actually a designated area of special scientific interest. So to say, amazing amount of wildlife here. And I remember being young, just loving exploring around them, almost more than the beach itself. But as I say, from where we are now, so as I say, just past a place called Beach Road, we're basically going to go to the end of the headland here and just take a left. And as I say, obviously just be wary of the tides. But as I say, if you're coming from Green Acres, it's about 1 kilometre or so to this point. But obviously it's all flat, so it's great and it's beautiful. Right, so you'll come to the end of the beach and you'll see this little rocky outcrop that actually does have black rocks. And basically, in the middle of the shot where there's a sign and the lifebuoy is actually the start of the North Wales coastal path back inland. So basically it runs along in front of the sand dunes, the coastal path, for about 2 miles down the beach. But here, as I say, it deviates. What we're going to do though is go right, because the tide's going out, and I'll show you one of the most beautiful bays I've ever seen. Right, beautiful building just on the end here called the Powder House, which basically was where they used to drop off all the gunpowder about 1.5 miles outside Porthmadog for obvious reasons. So beautiful building, and still here, used from about mid-18th century. Welcome to Snowdonia. It's amazing. I'll probably get told off by quite a lot of people for showing where it is, but right, we're just around the corner from Gest, and right ahead in the centre of the shot is Porthmadog, and over here, as I say, are the main channels, which basically actually appear to have sort of been built. Now this appears to have been an island, and basically they put sand dunes out again in the mid-18th century, as I say, to facilitate the slate trade. So this was once an island, but the little beach is absolutely beautiful. You know something, I think for my next, say, 15 films, you're just going to have something along the lines of Jones on the beach. I've always got to remember, I'm meant to be climbing something today, but wow, look at this, isn't it terrific? Absolutely wonderful. So no hurry, as I say, 1.5 kilometres in at the moment, about half an hour, and as I say, but what's the point of rushing when you've got all this to look at? Right, just one more look at this appalling view. Okay, so anyway, we come to where the North Wales path starts. So normally there's a lifebuoy up there, and you see the signs. Basically, we're going to go straight on. So here it is. So as I say, the North Wales path, as I say, we sort of pick it up again here, and you can go right, and there's a lovely walk around to a place called Butyou, but we're going to go straight on towards where the golf club is. So here we are on a very straightforward path just down to the clubhouse at Porthmadog Golf Club, and as you can see, I don't play golf myself, but I tell you what, I think you'll have a pretty good few games here. Look at it, it's spectacular. So just keep walking off the path and just keep going forward, and you'll pick up a road. And as you can see, you're just arriving at the main complex. So we've just come down this road. Here's the clubhouse, and this basically is the main road in and out of Morfa Bychan and onto Blackrock Sands. And basically we're going to take a right here at this bus shelter. Right, so let's finally have a look at what we're climbing. It's very deceptive, this. One moment it appears to be really close, the next miles away. But yeah, I've been up with my mate's 5-year-old daughter, so as I say, it is very doable, but as I say, just be careful, take your time, and as I say, there are many ways up, but I'm going to take you on one I think is the most fun. Right, so this is the main road, as I say, into Morfa Bychan, so we're going up the other way towards Porthmadog, about 2.4k in about an hour. Ooh, the first climb. Now this is the first film that genuinely I've actually literally started at sea level, so as I say, it's quite something to have to climb. So anyway, we're going to go up here, and in about 5 minutes we're going to take a left at where the llamas are. You'll see what I mean. Right, so we're at the top of the road here, and basically we're going to take a left down this path here, and that's what I mean, Black Rock Llama Centre. Right, so we're going to follow this path, which is basically like a tractor trail for about 1 kilometre or so. Let's just have a good look for the first time at Molly Gest from this angle. It's a beautiful place, but I'll be honest with you, it took me 3 years to get up it because I was hopeless. But I really hope you enjoyed coming with me. And hello, I'm Johnny Llama. Yes, I found one. I was really worried that they'd all naffed off, probably down to the pub to watch England play Belgium this afternoon. But obviously one of them's not bothered. Perhaps got hammered after celebrating Germany had been knocked out, but we'll leave that one there. Okay, about 3.5k in, you just come to this little gate which you come through. There's normally a stream there, but as you might figure, it's quite hot today. It's supposedly the hottest day of the year. But anyway, you just come to this little junction and just follow the arrow there, and we're going up this path here. Right, about 1.5 hours in, and just only at about 70 metres, but you see there's kind of like quite a large plateau in front of Molly Gest before you then get onto the main buttress. But even from here, what a view. As you can see, the track is very well dug into the gorse, so as I say, you shouldn't have too much difficulty with navigating it. And as I say, just immediately again, only another 30 or 40 metres up and the views really start to kick in. Right, at 100 metres, just over 1.5 hours in, and this is what I mean about the views. Now the confusing thing, from what I remember, it's 2012 I think the last time I came up here, but is that you almost appear to walk past Molly Gest before you actually go up it, so there really is a heck of a dog leg. So as I say, I'll point out where that is. Right, just around about 4k in, give or take, depending on where you started from on the beach, you come to this gate here, and as I say, you appear to be going past Molly Gest, but you're not. What happens is basically here, following along, and if you just look, here goes the finger, up there is the path that basically doglegs its way up to the top. So it's very strange that you suddenly get here quite quickly, almost from nowhere. So, but be wary of this fact, you've got to keep walking almost to the end. And as I say, this is directly opposite what we're looking at. But as I say, 125 metres up, and oh, look at that. Okay, you just crest a small ridge, and then you just come to this turning here. Basically there's a path that goes on, it's like a little triangular shaped junction, and we're going left up the one straight in front. I've just seen about 2 people in the last hour. So they say, even though it's right in front of, well, one of the biggest holiday parks in North Wales, hardly anyone comes up here. So I really encourage you to have a go and try it. We're at 165 meters at the moment where we're at this junction. So there's quite a lot of climbing. We should be at the summit within about 15 minutes. Right, 220 meters up, and just one thing though, as I'm remembering wearing shorts, as I say, there's a lot of gorse and brambles, and yeah, basically you can get cut quite easily. But as I say, we've literally just got to go straight up there. So there is a little bit of scrambling, so just be wary of that. But as I say, the views are going to be brilliant. Now, just as I said before, this top bit does get a little more tricky. That's about a 40 meter drop just down there, but as I say, you are a good few meters in, but just be careful, as I say, if you have youngsters. But the path is fairly wide, and as I say, just take your time on it. And finally, here I am up onto the summit plateau. I'll get to the cairn and show you the views. Right, and here we are at the cairn. Genuinely, this took me 3 years to climb up. I had to learn so much. But hopefully now, as I say, I can show you where all this sort of Snowdonian adventure started, and also what a terrific place Gest is. So I have to do this. Touch the cairn. Right, just some stats. That took 2.5 hours, although it is the hottest day of the year, and I've been enjoying myself, and is 5 kilometers. So we're now at 262 meters elevation. I'm going to go back exactly the way that I came up. Right, there's amazing rock formations at this end of Gest, but just looking down now across the Llyn Peninsula over towards Criccieth there, and then right in the background Porthmadog, and we'll be over towards Abersoch. What a stunning place, and as I say, just checking out just around here, absolutely wonderful. Right, now to check for black rock sands and Morfa Bychan. So gently panning along here. Green Acres there is in the middle of the shot. Then just out behind, about middle shot there, you'll just see a road. That's basically where we started this walk. Coming around now over the golf course and the beautiful bay that we stayed in. Just over up there in the background there is Harlech, and then down in the middle, literally of the picture, that's Butyou Gest, and just behind that is Porthmadog. Right, so this is where it all started, but that's where it all ended up. So just looking around now, that is Moel Bog. Snowdon just behind that, to the right, looking absolutely epic. Then we go over to Nicht and the Morwins. And I can honestly say, I've actually climbed all those. It took a long time. I can't say it's been easy, but I've absolutely adored it. But it all started here. So thank you very much again for coming with me to Moel Gest at Morfa Bychan.